Hello, everybody. So today we're going to be taking a quick quiz on what we've learned about the distributive property and what we've learned about combining like terms. So this is what we've been learning for the past 2 weeks. So we're going to take a quick quiz, and this is going to count as an assessment grade. So make sure you try your best, and you can use your notes to help you solve these problems that we took in class. All right, so how this is going to work is in the quiz, there are 3 questions that ask you to use the distributive property, and then 3 questions that ask you to combine like terms. Okay, so we're going to take this question by question in the Ed puzzle. I'm going to read the question out loud. The video is going to pause to provide you time to answer the question. And then afterward, I'm going to show the explanation for how to solve that question and what the correct answer is. All right. If you don't get the correct grade that you want the first time, you could take it again and again until you get the grade that you want, and that'll help you learn the information better. Okay. So let's get to it. First question. In these first 3, we're going to use the distributive property to expand these expressions. So this is just like we saw with the distributive property. So question number 1, what is 5 times 2 plus 3 using the distributive property? Okay, so this is the correct answer. Let's show you. So we take the 5, remember, and we distribute it to the 2. Multiplication. 5 times 2 is 10. All right, and then we distribute the 5 to the 3. 5 times 3 is 15. Remember, we keep the sign that we had in the middle. So we end up with 10 plus 15. Because these are both constants, they are like terms, and we can combine them for an even more simplified answer. 10 plus 15 is 25. So the correct answer here is 25. Okay, the next one. 3 times 3x minus 4. All right, let's check out that correct answer. Same thing that we did up here. Distribute the 3 times the 3x. Remember, when we multiply a constant times a variable with a coefficient, we just multiply the constant times the coefficient, and we keep the variable. So 3 times 3 is 9, and we keep our variable x. All right, we keep our sign that we had there, negative minus sign, and we distribute the 3 to the 4. 3 times 4 is 12. So our final expression here is 3x minus 12. Okay, let's check our last distributive property question. Negative 4 times negative 2x plus 1/2. Okay, so negative 4, remember, we multiply including the sign in front of the number. So we have negative 4, distribute to the negative 2x. Remember, a negative times a negative equals a positive. So negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. Remember, we keep our variable x, carry our sign, plus negative 4 times 1/2. Okay, so negative 4 times 1/2. And remember, we can always think of a whole number as that whole number over 1, right? So now we're just multiplying 2 fractions. Multiply the numerators. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Multiply the denominators. 2 times 1 is 2. So we get negative 4 divided by 2. That's the same as negative 2 because it's a negative divided by a positive, so our answer is going to be negative. So this expression right here turned into negative 2. So our final expression, we can't forget about the 8x. Our final expression is 8x minus 2 for the number 3. So if you got all 3 of those correct, nice job. If not, go ahead, try them again. All right, let's move on to our next problems. In these problems, we are going to be working on combining like terms. Okay, so in each of these expressions, combine the like terms in each of these expressions. All right, so let's take a first look at number 1, 7p plus 6p. Okay, so 7p plus 6p, they're like terms because the variable is the same, p and p, and the variable is to the same power, 1 and 1. Okay, so we can go ahead and combine these. When we combine them, remember we just add the coefficients together. So 7 plus 6 is 13. So we get 13p is our variable. All right, number 2, 14 minus 3z plus 8 plus z. Okay, so let's go ahead. In this one, we have a couple pairs of like terms. So I'm going to circle them for us. So remember, first thing is easy because constants are always like pairs. So 14, positive 14, and positive 8. These are like terms, okay? Remember, constants are always like terms. All right, now let's check these out. Negative 3z and positive z. Are they the same variable? Z, z? Yes. Are they to the same power? 1 and 1. Yes, so they are like terms, and we can combine them. All right, so remember here, if there's a variable alone, it's always like there's imaginary 1 in front of it. So this is positive 1z minus 3z. So let's go ahead and circle these two like terms. Notice how I'm including the sign because we always include the sign in front of it. Okay, so let's combine our like terms. So I'm going to combine our constants first. 14 plus 8 is 22. Okay. Negative 3z plus 1z is the same as 1z minus 3z, which equals negative 2z. So this is our final expression, 22 minus 2z. Okay, let's check out number 3. Negative x minus 9x squared plus 12x squared plus 7 plus 5. Okay, so let's check it out. Let's again combine our like terms. So again, I'm going to start with the constants, the numbers. We have positive 7 right here and positive 5 right there. So those are like terms because they're just numbers. So we can go ahead and combine those right away. 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay. Now let's take a peek at these first 3 terms. We have negative x, negative 9 squared, and positive 12x squared. So let's see if any of these are like terms. So right away we can see they're all the same variable, x, x, and x. However, These two are squared. Check that out. And this one right here is just to the first power. So they are to different powers, okay? So these are like terms, negative 9x squared and positive x squared. These are like terms, but this is not, okay? So this is just going to come all the way over, and it's going to be in our final expression because we can't combine it with anything. So we have 12 minus x, and then we can take and combine our like terms here in green. So negative 9x squared plus 12x squared. That's the same as 12x squared minus 9 squared, 9x squared. So 12 minus 9 is positive 3. So we get positive 3x squared. Okay, so those are all the correct answers for both of these portions of the quiz. Remember, if you did great, awesome job. You don't have to take it again and you understand these concepts. If you didn't do as well as you wanted to, remember you can take it again and try to look over your notes again and understand it better. So great. I will see you all in class tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.